don't think we go a week without hearing about WWE 2K26, at least straight from the source. We've gotten some speculation, some rumors, but we have not gotten anything straight from the source, and we still haven't even gotten a profile change, a trailer, an actual announcement, a teaser. I mean, we haven't gotten any of that in any official capacity. So I think that this is the week where the official 2K26 rollout begins, and no better way to prep for that than to talk about the cover star. Now, it isn't the most important part of the game because what's really most important is what's actually inside the game, but it is always fun to speculate of what wrestler could be on there, and if it's your favorite, like it was for me in 2K24, those are some of the versions that I pick up physically. Cody Rhodes got the cover, so I had to go on ahead and get that one for myself just to hold it. Hell, it's still wrapped up, so that's just a really cool one for me, and it could be your favorite wrestler on the cover this year. Let's go on ahead and get into it. But hold on, before we do, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe to go on ahead and have a chance at winning one of those copies. Now, let's get to it. I'm expecting multiple cover stars, if I'm being completely honest, because over the last couple years, we get one for the standard, we get one for deluxe, we get one for the big edition. And that's one that's obviously the most expensive one. Now, looking at last year, we got Roman Reigns on the standard edition, we got Undertaker on the deluxe edition, and then we got the Bloodline edition highlighting a lot of the Bloodline. So that was cool. But now this year, I personally think that our actual cover star will be CM Punk. Now, it's very, very similar to the story with Cody Rhodes, how he came back to the WWE, all that good stuff, but he wasn't the cover star the very first year he came back, and then he did become the cover star. I think we're going to see a very, very similar story with CM Punk, and honestly, I don't see another guy on there, if I'm being completely honest. Some people said Jey Uso. I don't think so. Jey Uso's pretty over with the crowd, but I don't think they want to make him the face of the video game. Now, I could be wrong, but I personally think CM Punk is that guy. He's earned it, and he's world champion at the moment. I think that he's the perfect guy to do it. We haven't seen him since WWE 13. So again, I think he's the guy, and honestly, I would be surprised to see somebody else at this point. That's how confident I am in this guess. Let me know, guys, down below, who do you think your standard cover star should be? Now we get to the deluxe edition. There was some speculation going around and rumors. There was some Instagram stories posted by Io Sky and Liv Morgan, and there was some rumors going around that this was for the video game. Again, I don't know how much weight to put into this because we don't even know if it was for 2K itself, but that's the speculation and the rumors going around. So I personally think that Liv Morgan is the deluxe edition cover star. I really do think that. Now, Io Sky, that would be cool as well, because if you look back, you see Rhea and Bianca Belair on the 2K24 cover. So that's not something that is new. That's something that they have done in the past. So it could be a way for them to bring these two women back, as they've taken the WWE by storm. But I think Liv could go on ahead and pull this off on her own. But Io on there would be really, really cool as well. Don't get me wrong. But I would personally like a Liv Morgan deluxe edition, as when was the last time we had a legit solo women's cover star? Like the nearest thing to it, with it being a standard edition, was Roman Reigns and Becky Lynch for 2K20, but we really haven't seen anything like that, I don't think, ever. Correct me if I'm wrong down below. I might be having a little bit of a brain fart here. But for me, Liv Morgan, Io Sky, that would be dope. But I do think that Liv Morgan could pull it off on her own on the deluxe edition. Now we get to the big edition, right? And I think you can do a couple of choices for this one. I would love to see a final boss edition with The Rock. I think that would be huge. I would love that. I love the character and what he did with that. I thought it was amazing, excellent work. But I do think that he didn't get nothing last year. It would be cool to see it this year. Now, obviously, Roman Reigns got it last year, their family. So it's one of those things where you might say, nah, Roman already got it, bro. We don't need The Rock. But I would love to see a Rock final boss cover. So I want to throw that in there as an honorable mention before I get to my legit guess, just because I really, really enjoyed the final boss character. We get to Hulk Hogan. That is the guy that I think will be on the deluxe edition. Obviously, things have happened over the past year. It may be a decision that can get a lot of opinions from people based on how people feel about Hulk Hogan, but I think there's a legit shot he is on there, and you call this the Hulkamania edition. I think so. Just, again, based on maybe trying to honor his career. Again, I'm sure WWE probably has some strings that they want to pull, and they make the final decisions. If I had to go on ahead and guess, now I'm not that educated, but I think WWE would choose who they want on their cover, or at least have a huge input on there. And from what I know, I don't think Hulk Hogan was in any bad standing with the WWE. So it's one of those things that I think it is very, very possible. I think it's a legit, guess. Now, who do you guys think can be on the deluxe edition, the standard, the big edition? Because last year was called the Bloodline. For all we know, it could be called something else this year, obviously. So we'll have to see what happens, but I figured this is always a fun video to make. Guess the cover stars. Let me know down below, man. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Make sure to stay tuned for the next one. I'm gonna catch y'all. Peace.